All right, welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined by Mason McGaha from, of course, who drives Pro Stock in the NHRA category, and of course, he is the son of NHRA Pro Stock driver Chris McGaha. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Debut. You had your season debut this couple weeks ago at the Gator Nationals. How do you think it went, man?
I think it went pretty good. We had a long winter, longer than usual. Where usually we start in February at the Winter Nationals, and COVID pushed it back to where we started in Gainesville in March. And at first, I thought I was gonna like the long break, and then after waiting a whole extra month than normal, I was like, "Oh, we gotta get back to racing." And went and tested before, and it went pretty good. And then went to the race and made it to the semis, and I was pleased with how it went.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have another one of those long breaks again with the Winter
So
Nationals. You moved again. Just
yes,
what are you guys gonna do during that time?
we're talking about going to testing right before Vegas to just get some data in and do some testing and work on some stuff, and then go right over to Vegas and I guess work on some stuff at the shop on the dyno and see if we can find anything there.
So kind of go into like how you got into pro stock. Was it just like, from watching your dad race and be successful all those years?
Yeah, Chris, he got into racing because his granddad raced, and so he always grew up doing it. And when I came along, it was the same. I was the same way. It's just I went to my first race when I was only a few months old, and we always wanted to run pro stock, and he started running it, and I figured I'd eventually do it since he was doing it, and I guess now here I am.
Okay, so not a lot of people may know what like pro stock is and drag racing and stuff. So describe like a pro stock car for people that might not know.
Well, I guess a pro stock car. I know a lot of people on the internet they don't really like the term stock in it because they don't look very stock, but it's like just it's tube chassis car that we'll get from Jerry Haas, and then they put a Camaro body on it from that's molded from I forget who does the moldings, but it's a molded body, and then it's 500 cubic inch motor, it's naturally aspirated. So, and we're making around 1400 horsepower with no power adders. It's naturally aspirated, and uh, 5-speed transmission.
Yeah.
So it's not an automatic where you just hold on and go. You have to drive these things, and yeah, I guess that's a quick run through, real quick what it is.
Yeah. So have you ever raced 4 wide before?
No, but I'm really looking forward to getting to run 4 wide because Chris, the first time he went the week leading up to it, he's like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. And I'm like, no, just listen, it'll be okay, it'll be cool. Just do your thing and it should be all right. And we've always had pretty good success at the 4 wide races.
Yeah. So, all right. So usually, if you haven't seen any any of the podcast episodes before, I usually try to kind of get to know you a little bit because many people don't really know a lot about you. So,
Right.
All right. So, what do you have any racing superstitions?
My superstition is like we have to do like the same routine like every time. Like if this person like ride up on the golf cart to the run, we have to do like the same routine every time. We can't change it like from one round to the other because it's just going to change the whole routine, even though it doesn't really change anything. It's just a superstition, I guess.
Okay. What's something that you like to do outside of racing?
Outside of racing, I've been getting into doing a lot of iRacing, doing a lot of like the NASCAR stuff and the dirt racing. Even though I like never done it, it's just something fun I've been doing on the side.
Did Ron Capps get you into that?
No, I happened to see a bunch of it and bought a subscription. I had a wheel and plugged it up and started doing it.
Would you ever join the Monday Night League?
What's the Monday Night League? Is
Okay. Okay, so the Monday Night League is a league that was put together by Ford Martin. And so basically what a lot of these, everyone in the motorsports community, whether it's, people in communications, drivers from all different types of series, and, the media people that cover racing are actually a part of it. So actually Ron Capps was the one that kind of really got it going.
Okay.
Was really in there. So yeah, never know.
I mean, usually my Mondays are, I think, pretty free unless we're coming home, but I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. Okay, so is there any other forms of racing that you would want to try?
Well, doing the iRacing has been kind of getting me, I guess, exposed to like kind of how some other racings go. And me and my dad have been talking about, we were to ever have to do something else other than drag racing, we'd want to try doing like some sprint cars or do IndyCar, which IndyCar is, that's a little bit more expensive and not as easy to get into, but we always kind of like those types of racing.
What about NASCAR? Because I know that's been tried before, going from NHRA to
Yes.
going to NASCAR. Would you ever take that route?
I guess there's ever the opportunity, and I'd try out going in circles, I guess.
Yeah. What is your favorite? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, it's got to be Mexican food in general, but I really like tacos. It's just being down here in Texas, we love our Mexican food.
Yeah. All-time favorite movie?
Either Back to the Future or Major League.
The only time Indians fans will get to see a World Series championship.
Yes.
Yes.
Our buddy Mike Heiner, crew chief on Kramer's car, we always go back and forth about the Yankees and the Indians.
Yeah. By the way, sorry, Matt Tift. So, all-time favorite TV, Netflix, Hulu show?
I guess a show I really watched hardcore. I don't really watch it much hardcore anymore. Was Street Outlaws, just being a racing show.
Yeah.
But I'm not too much into TV shows and all that, I guess.
Are you into other sports and stuff? Like like stick and ball sports and all that?
I was pretty hardcore about baseball until my freshman year. I ran a junior dragster, and we had a Copo Camaro that I could bracket race, and it was just baseball. Wasn't working out. It was getting kind of political,
Yeah.
and I knew I could easily go race on my own. I didn't have to worry about someone else getting in my way. We could do it how we wanted to or whatever. So
Right.
yeah, but baseball was my sport as a kid.
Nice. What? Do you have any pets?
Yes, I got a dog and a cat. We got a teacup schnauzer. Maybe like this big, and he's like 5-6 pounds. His name's Bronx. And then we got a cat, Persian cat. She's about maybe a little bit bigger, but yes, got a dog and a cat.
Nice. And what's something people may not know about you?
I I guess I fell off the grandstands of a racetrack once and busted my head open.
Jeez.
And had to get my head stapled back together.
Yeah, I think my brother did that when he was a lot younger. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we're stupid when we're young.
Yeah, you do a lot of things, and then you have people like John Force out there.
Yes.
It's like, by the way, and then you got him and driving drag racers at 70. That's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, would you ever get on Twitter?
I actually have an alias on Twitter where I kind of read sports news and some politics stuff, which I'm not going to get into politics, like on under my own name, I guess. I don't need to put that out there, but I mean, I'd get into Twitter, I guess, under my own name.
Yeah. All right. All right, Mason. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, and good luck in Vegas in a few weeks.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man.